Hello everyone.
Yes, då prövar vi.
Я там Джеймс Бонд прилетел на вертолете моя. Уже сколько кругов дает над шлями.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Please, back up. Whoa. Okay, that happened.
If you're operating a small boat on busy waterways, you need to stay extremely alert because large vessels may not always see you clearly and can collide with you like this. It's incredible how the loft collapsed right next to her instead of on her, and luckily she escaped with just a minor leg injury. A terrifying moment unfolded in Afghanistan as a bus was swept away and overturned by powerful floodwaters. But luckily, all the passengers trapped in the current were rescued safely. The peaceful fishing scene was suddenly interrupted when a small whirlwind appeared and began lifting and tossing objects into the air right in front of him. The Huayna River in Bolivia burst over its banks, unleashing a surge of thick, muddy water that swept across the road with incredible force. While attempting to land in a field in Kotang, Nepal, a helicopter suddenly crashed, turning a routine landing into a terrifying scene, but fortunately all people on board were safe. In a sudden disaster in the Philippines, a bridge collapsed beneath two vehicles, giving them no time to react before falling, and hopefully everyone survived unharmed.
Car 4 to Station 3.
The propane tank at a house in Plainfield, Wisconsin, suddenly exploded as a firefighter approached the scene. but fortunately, he managed to get out safely. When you ignore every warning sign and just keep driving like nothing's wrong, this is exactly how it looks. Just seconds earlier, this man was standing right where the car crashed into the restaurant, and luckily he moved away in time to avoid being hit. They reacted instantly after spotting the danger, moving away fast and staying out of danger. A crane went out of control and caused a serious chain collision in China, and the vehicle that moved away just in time might be the luckiest one on that road. Pretty sure nobody expected to leave the show completely soaked like this.
Whoa, that's my foot.
During an incredible close encounter with a whale calf, onlookers got more than they expected when it suddenly splashed them at close range in Hawaii.
Mom back. Jesus Christ. Holy Holy right, George.
Winds stronger than 21 kilometers per hour showed their true force by toppling a tree within seconds, right after the homeowner had just made it inside safely.
No, impresionante. Esto nunca visto.
Heavy rainfall exceeding 150 millimeters in a matter of hours caused intense flooding in Montevideo, Uruguay, sweeping trees away with incredible force.
Se está viendo. Esto es increíble, increíble, gente, lo que estamos viviendo acá en el barrio Casabó, municipio A.
After a 6.0 magnitude earthquake struck India, it triggered a powerful landslide that caused widespread damage to homes, livestock farms, orchards, and agricultural land.
A crash happened in...
Be careful in construction work, because even a small mistake can turn dangerous quickly. Things got out of control quickly, but fortunately no one was hurt in the incident. Snow mixed with debris suddenly surged into a town in Italy, overwhelming streets and homes and forcing people to leave the area for their safety.
Scheiße.
It's incredible that no collision happened in such a dangerous situation.
Right here.
That car, bro? What the truck, man? What is wrong with that truck, man? Why the truck driving?
It looks like this car completely lost control and started swerving wildly down the street, sending everyone nearby into panic.
A terrifying moment as a 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck eastern Taiwan, causing vehicles on the highway to sway violently back and forth.
Two, one, fire. Keep us 5 seconds.
In the Western Sahara, a giant sand wall is moving across the Algeria-Mauritania border, bringing a powerful dust storm that reduces visibility to almost nothing. The Gonda Asansol Express slammed into a rice truck at a crowded rail crossing, creating a terrifying scene for passengers and locals alike. A terrifying avalanche swept toward a resort in Russia, forcing tourists to run for their lives as a massive wall of snow came crashing down. One wrong pedal press, and suddenly this parking job becomes a water sport.
Reckless overtaking put an innocent person in danger, and this woman escaped the container truck by just centimeters.
The intensity of this storm is overwhelming, with violent winds tearing through the area and reducing visibility to almost nothing. This landslide shows how quickly a mountainside can collapse, sending tons of debris rushing down in seconds. Heavy rain caused the ground to collapse beneath this road in Saudi Arabia, creating a dangerous sinkhole for passing vehicles. They had only seconds to react, and luckily managed to avoid a disaster. Heavy rain triggered massive flooding across northern India, pushing river levels dangerously close to this bridge and carrying huge amounts of debris downstream. Spring warmth causes the river ice to weaken and crack, breaking into pieces that are carried away by the flowing water.
The morons of Yellowstone. Get him, you idiot.
This dust devil is created when the ground heats up the air above it, causing it to rise and spin, forming a fast-moving column that lifts sand into the air. That jump could have gone terribly wrong, but fortunately, everyone was safe. A dark and powerful shelf cloud spreads across the stadium. formed by intense downdrafts lifting warm, humid air, leaving everyone in awe of its scale. This is a feather star, a marine animal related to starfish that uses its many feather-like arms to move and capture food from the water. Heavy rainfall triggered flash flooding in Turkey as rapidly rising water swept through the streets, carrying away vehicles and debris.
Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah.
In conditions like this, even standing still is a challenge, as he struggles against the wind and rain just to move. This controlled demolition in China uses a hydraulic breaker to repeatedly strike the building's side beams, gradually weakening the structure until it can no longer support its own weight and collapses. Following an earthquake in Indonesia, a small tsunami rushed in within seconds and flooded the road. But fortunately, it was not strong enough to cause casualties. A powerful landslide swept through a village area in Afghanistan, covering the landscape in dust and leaving residents frozen in fear. An entire layer of earth slid downhill during this landslide in central Java, Indonesia, leaving everyone who witnessed it completely stunned. The Thomas Building in Dallas, Texas is demolished using controlled explosives, bringing the structure down in seconds as a massive cloud of dust spreads across the area. Driving on a steep slope with an overloaded and unsecured load like this can quickly lead to loss of control and dangerous accidents. Looks like the cement mixer decided it was time for a break, and took everything down with it. Good intentions don't always lead to good results, and this is a perfect example of that. Thanks for watching till the end. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch new videos. See you in the next one.